Okay, so dito tayo sa continuation, part 2 of uh, Article 248. Okay, so next, an occasion of any of the calamities enumerated in the preceding paragraph, no, or of an earthquake, eruption of a volcano, destructive cyclone, epidemic. Okay, so sa madaling salita, okay, in the event of any calamities, calamidad, pandemic, no, or epidemic, okay, the offender take advantages of these events. Okay? For example, habang lumilindol, syempre aligaga yung mga tao. Okay? Yung victim, aligaga yan, di ba? Hindi siya makakapag-focus. Sinamantala ng offender, pinatay habang lumilindol or habang merong volcanic eruption, sumabog yung vulkan. Okay? Or merong destructive cyclone, di ba? Example, merong ipo-ipo, okay, sa isang lugar, no? Eh, yung offender took advantage of that. Okay, he killed, no, the victim. Okay? Next, with evident premeditation. Okay? So, when we speak of evident premeditation, okay, it is not only a planning but an extreme planning. Okay? Extreme planning. Okay? So, hindi lang pagpaplano ito, kundi ito yung mabusisi or masusing pagpaplano. Okay? So, from the time that the offender decided to kill a person up to the time na he decided to commit it, okay, to kill that person, okay, andun pa rin yung intent to kill. Okay, andun pa din yung intention to kill. For example, galit na galit siya sa isang tao kasi niloko siya, no, in-scam siya ng 200,000 pesos. Okay? Naghanap ngayon ng baril, yung tipong paltek na walang papel, siguro mga isang linggo naghanap, okay? Hanggang sa nag-start siya Monday, nakahanap siya Sunday. Mula Monday, nagplano siya na patayin yung tao. Eh nakahanap siya ng baril na walang papel Sunday. Okay, andun pa din yung intent to kill niya. Okay, andun pa din yung intention na patayin yung isang tao. And then he decided already to perform the acts of execution. Okay, so merong evident premeditation, extreme planning. Okay, next, cruelty. No? Um, Cruelty. It is the act of deliberately and inhumanly augmenting. So pag sinabi nating augmenting, dinadagdagan mo po yung paghihirap ng victim. Okay? For example, sinaksak mo na nga, no? Nakalumpasay na. Yung tipong wala na talagang pagkakataong mabuhay. Okay? Andiyan na eh, nakahiga na eh, di ba? Okay, pagkatapos mo saksakin. Kaso sabi mo, teka lang, hindi sapat ito. Okay? Para sa akin lang yung saksak na yan eh. Ito para sa ibang nasaktan. Okay? Pinagsasaksak pa sa leeg. Okay? So, there is an act of cruelty. Okay? O kaya, outraging or scoffing at his person or corpse. Okay? So, kasi ito physical pain eh. No? Itong unang scenario, di ba? Augmenting the suffering. Ito naman, moral pain or moral damage. Okay? So, patay na nga. Ang ginawa mo pa, pinutol mo pa yung mga vital parts. Di ba? Pinutol mo yung ethics, nilagay mo sa bunganga niya. Okay? O kaya, patay na, inihian mo pa. O kaya, nilagyan mo pa ng poops sa muka. Okay? So, that is an act of cruelty. Okay? Now, if hindi po mag-fall doon sa qualifying aggravating circumstances, dito po yan papasok, no, sa Article 249, homicide. It is a simple killing, di ba? As defined under Article 249, any person who not falling within the provisions of Article 246, okay, hindi siya blood related, shall kill another without the attendance of aggravating circumstance in Article 248, it shall be deemed guilty of homicide. Okay? So question, dito ba sa homicide merong kailangan patunayan ang intent to kill? The answer is no. Okay? Hindi na po kailangan patunayan pa ang intent to kill. Why? Okay, in the eyes of the law, for as long as a person was killed, for as long as a person was killed, no? Person killed, automatic na po yan na merong intent to kill. Hindi mo na kailangan pang patunayan pa. Teka lang, patunayan natin yung intent to kill ng tao. No. For as long as a person killed or died, okay, as a result, no? So intent to kill, no, is what? Ano sabi ng batas? Conclusively presumed. Okay? Conclusive. Okay, pasensya na kayo sa sulat. Conclusively presumed. Ang presumption ng batas is that there is an intent to kill. Okay? Ayan. Now, what are the instances wherein the intent to kill must be proven? Okay? Kasi as a general rule, pag namatay yung tao, automatic po may intent to kill. Kasi under the eyes of the law, intent to kill is conclusively presumed. Okay? Presumption ng batas may intent to kill. What are the instances kung saan kailangang patunayan ng intent to kill? Siyempre, kapag yung victim ay buhay. Okay? Pag yung victim ay nabuhay. Diba? If the person survive. Okay? If the person survive. Okay? Pag nabuhay yung tao, alamin mo kung merong bang intent to kill. Okay? So, to give you an illustration, okay? So, tignan nyo po ang illustration natin, no? Okay. For example, itong si A have the intent to kill B. May intent to kill si B, kay B. Binaril niya si B. Okay? Binaril niya si B. Pero, okay, pero yung bala, okay, umiwas. No? Kunwari, pumasok sa ulo, naiwasan, or rather, umiwas yung utak. For example na lang, exaggeratedly, umiwas yung utak. Tumagos, tumama ngayon yung bala kay C. Okay? Si C ang nategi bulls. Okay? So now, dahil namatay si C, okay? Dahil namatay si C, okay, yung intent to kill is conclusively presumed. Kahit na walang intent to kill si A kay C, automatic po yan, homicide ang kaso. Maliwanag po, nakukuha, homicide yung kaso dyan. Okay? May intent to kill ba si A kay C? Wala. Namatay yung tao. There is an intent to kill. Homicide pa rin yan. Okay? Maliwanag po? Okay. So, may intent to kill conclusively presumed kasi yan under the law. Okay? Ngayon, yung instances na kailangan patunayan ng intent to kill if the person survive. Okay? Nag-survive yung tao. Nabuhay. Okay? Nabuhay si C. Okay? So, kapag nabuhay si C, kailangan mong patunayan kung with intent to kill. Okay? Kasi kung iyan ay without intent to kill, no? Intent to kill. Yung ITK, intent to kill yan. If without intent to kill, then that is only physical injury. Okay? Nakuha? Pero kung may intent to kill yan, katulad dito kay B, si B, di ba may intent to kill siya, kaso buhay si B, nabuhay, therefore, ang crime ni A, okay, can be frustrated or attempted homicide. Kailan ba nagiging frustrated? Nagiging frustrated homicide if the vital parts of a person was injured. Okay, for example, ano ba yung mga vital parts? binaril mo sa noo, binaril mo sa dalawang temple, dito sa sentido, binaril mo dito, binaril mo sa leeg, binaril mo sa puso. Okay? Pero despite the fact of your intent to kill, nabuhay pa rin yung tao. So that is frustrated. Attempted, kapag you perform all the acts of execution, pero hindi mo natamaan yung mga vital parts. Kunwari, daplis lang. Kahit sabihin mo sa ulo tumama yan, kung daplis lang, that is only attempted murder. Okay? Or rather, attempted homicide. Clear? Take note, sir, bakit po ang paggamit ng baril hindi murder? Okay? Guys, wala namang sinabi sa Article 248 na ang paggamit ng baril is murder. Di ba? Wala naman siya dun sa 6 na qualifying aggravating circumstance. Maliwanag? Okay. So, infanticide, ito, madali na lang ito. Committed by any person. Okay, take note, tignan nyo to. Any person. Di ba sinabi ko nung part 1? Okay. So, any person. Kahit na ito ay parents. Okay? Kahit na parents yan or other persons. Okay? Kahit na parents or other person. Okay? It should be infanticide. Okay? For as long as yung pinatay mo is a child less than 3 days old, no? 3 days of age or less than 72 hours. Okay? Pero pagka pumalo na ng 3 years old pataas na yan, okay? 3 years old and up. Okay? Kapag yan ay parents, kapag parents ang pumatay, no? Parents. Okay? Pag parents, then that will be parricide. Okay? Kapag other person naman ang pumatay, then that will be murder because of okay, abuse of superior strength. Okay?